Head of counter-terrorism has said he was suspicious straight away that this caravan was not actually what it seemed. Do we know then when he told the Premier that?
So Dave Hudson has said that from the very afternoon that it was discovered, he thought it didn't seem quite right. And he said that while initially, his thoughts were that this was probably unlikely to be a terrorism plot and more likely something designed to strike fear into the Jewish community just by the discovery alone. But he said basically that there's a sort of a timeline of events and that the confirmation of the information that the AFP had, which it may have been a terrorism plot, was not confirmed as being an unreliable source or discredited as a source until the afternoon after the hate speech laws passed Parliament. So we know that Chris Minns was briefed early on and that he was aware of this, but we haven't actually managed to pin down exactly at what point he knew about New South Wales Police's suspicions. Now, Dave Hudson has given some reasons for why he didn't necessarily think that it all matched up to be a terrorism plot, and this is what he had to say.
It seemed certainly to be an escalation from what we had been seeing in Strikeforce Pearl matters, but seemed to be too obvious in relation to explosives, notes of potential targets, and just very unusual, which we discussed.
Now, Dave Hudson did say, though, that the information that was coming from the AFP was of such a high level that it couldn't be ignored. It had to be properly investigated. And that is what the Premier, Chris Minns, has also said until this point. He said while he was aware that New South Wales Police were not necessarily convinced that this definitely was a terrorism plot, it had to be treated with the utmost seriousness, and also that he couldn't reveal, at the point at which he did learn that perhaps it was looking more and more unlikely, he certainly couldn't reveal that because it would have foiled their investigation. So he has, until this point, defended his handling of this particular issue. And we've heard this afternoon as well from the Police Commissioner, Karen Webb, and she's really been deflecting questions about exactly when Chris Minns found out that police really didn't believe that this was a legitimate terrorism plot.